Ready to crush your opponents with style? Welcome to the ultimate guide to mastering the Vienna Opening, a deadly weapon every chess player should have in their arsenal. Today, we're diving into the most dangerous traps for black that can win you games in just a few moves, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned warrior of the 64 squares. This video will sharpen your tactics, boost your rating, and leave your opponents stunned. Stay tuned, because checkmate is closer than you think. Let's begin. Let's break down our first trap for black, a brilliant chess tactic. White opens with pawn to e4. We reply with e5. White plays knight to c3, the Vienna Opening. We develop our bishop to c5. White plays f4, the Vienna Gambit. The opponent would usually be prepared for main moves like e takes f4, d6, or knight to c6. Instead, we surprise him with a sneaky move, bishop takes g1. After rook takes g1, we play d6. Here, many white players develop their bishop to c4, which looks logical. However, we unleash a stunning move, queen to h4, check. After the opponent blocks the check with g3, we capture the pawn with queen takes h2, attacking the rook on g1. Now, whatever white plays, we are already winning. Many opponents defend the rook with king to f1. We respond with bishop to h3 check. After king to e1, queen takes g1 check. If bishop to f1, then queen takes f1 would be checkmate. So the opponent plays king to e2. We play bishop to g4 check. White is forced to play the only move, king to d3. We deliver the final blow with queen to d4, delivering a stunning checkmate in just 10 moves. Now, let's check out another magnificent trap to crush the Vienna Gambit. After pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3, we play knight to c6. After f4, we accept the Vienna Gambit with e takes f4. The opponent grabs the center with d4. We play queen to h4 check. If g3, we capture with f takes g3. If king to d2, we strike with knight takes d4. So white usually plays king to e2. We play the sneaky move d6. White develops knight to f3, attacking our queen. However, instead of retreating, we boldly play bishop to g4, pinning the knight. After bishop takes f4, we play another tricky move, f5. If white plays e takes f5, then after long castle, we'll have a strong attack against the exposed king. So white often tries king to d3, trying to safeguard the king. We play queen to e7. White plays queen to d2, unpinning the knight and preparing rook to e1. However, it's a huge mistake. First, we play f takes e4 check. After knight takes e4, we play bishop to f5, pinning and attacking the knight. White tries to defend with rook to e1, but we add another attacker with knight to f6. We will win the knight on the next move and get a completely winning position right out of the opening. The next trap is a phenomenal tactic, giving black a winning position right from the start. We have pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3, knight to f6, and f4. Instead of capturing on f4, we counterattack with d5. After f takes e5, we play knight takes e4. If white plays knight c4, then after d takes e4, black stands better. So most opponents play queen to f3, putting pressure on our knight. We calmly develop knight to c6. After knight takes e4, we don't recapture immediately. We play the brilliant intermediate move, knight to d4, attacking white's queen and threatening knight takes c2 check. Most opponents play queen to d3, defending and attacking our knight. We calmly play d takes e4. After queen takes e4, we unleash another astonishing move, bishop to f5. If queen takes b7, we have winning ideas like knight takes c2 check, forking the rook. But we have an even better move, queen to h4 check. If king to d1, then bishop takes c2 would be a spectacular checkmate. So white blocks with g3. We play queen to e4 check, attacking both the queen and the rook. After queen takes e4, bishop takes e4. And we are going to win white's rook and the game very soon. In the previous trap, we declined the gambit and trapped the opponent. Now let's see how to accept the gambit and crush the opponent. We have pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3, knight to c6, f4, and we accept the gambit with e takes f4. The opponent develops bishop to c4. We play queen to h4 check. After king to f1, we develop bishop to c5, threatening queen to f2 checkmate. So white plays g3. After f takes g3, white attacks our queen with knight to f3. However, instead of saving the queen, we stun the opponent with g2 check, leading to forced mate in 2 moves. If white plays king takes g2, we have queen to f2 check. After king to h3, only move, we deliver d5 checkmate. And if instead white plays king to e2, then again queen to f2 check, king to d3, and knight to b4 checkmate. Hope you are excited to trap your opponents with this brilliant idea. Our next magnificent trap gives us a winning position by move 6. We have pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3, knight to f6. White plays f3, reinforcing the central e4 pawn. Here, instead of normal development moves like bishop to c5 or knight to c6, we play the sneaky knight to h5. White plays d3, opening up the dark squared bishop. We strike with queen to h4 check. Most opponents block the check with g3. However, we stun them with knight takes g3. As we are threatening a deadly discovered check, the opponent is forced to capture with h takes g3. We then win the rook with queen takes h1. We are completely winning due to the big material advantage. If instead the opponent plays king to e2, we still play knight to g3 check, forking the king and the rook. After h takes g3, we again win the rook. The next trap is an outstanding tactic to punish over-aggressive opponents. We have pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3, knight to f6, f4, and d5. Many hyper-aggressive opponents try to spice the game up with d4. Although e takes d4 is good, we play a trickier move, bishop to b4. After f takes e5, we play knight takes e4, increasing pressure on the pinned knight at c3. White adds another defender with bishop to d2, but it's a huge mistake. First, we play bishop takes c3. After white recaptures with pawn or bishop, we unleash queen to h4 check. If white blocks with g3, we strike with knight takes g3, taking advantage of the pinned h2 pawn. After knight to f3 counterattacks, we calmly play queen to e4 check. After bishop to e2 or king to f3, we win the rook with knight takes h1. Soon we crush the opponent. Some opponents foresee this, and instead of g3, play king to e2, but it's even worse. We deliver forced mate in 3 moves. Queen to f2 check, king to d3, knight to c5 check, d takes c5, bishop to f5. Checkmate. Our final trap punishes opponents who break opening principles by moving the same piece twice. We have pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3. We develop bishop to c5. White plays knight to a4, attacking our bishop. However, we strike with the astonishing bishop takes f2 check. After king takes f2, we play queen to h4 check. After king to e3, we continue with queen to f4 check. King to e2 loses to queen to e4 check, so white plays king to d3. Now the white king is completely exposed and vulnerable. We play the sneaky move d5. If e takes d5, we win a knight with queen takes knight. Most opponents instead play queen to f3, trying to exchange queens. However, we shock them with d takes e4 check. After queen takes e4, we deliver the knockout punch, bishop to f5. Soon, we will win the queen and the game. Now that you've unlocked the power of Vienna opening traps, it's your move. Which trap will you unleash in your next game? Comment below and let me know how it goes. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another tactical gem. This is just the beginning of your chess domination journey. So stay sharp, stay creative, and as always, make every move count. Thanks for watching.